Ready with me while I tell you the behind the scenes of a brand deal. I saw a comment asking about this, so I thought it'd be fun to make a little video going over everything. There's a lot more that goes into a brand deal than I would have thought before I did it as a job. So let's talk about everything. So first off, it obviously starts with a brand reaching out, wanting to work together. And my managers do all of my emails and negotiating. So they'll negotiate on a price and deliverables with the brand and then send it over to me to get approved. And I'll either accept it or pass on the campaign if it's not something that works with me. But once it's accepted, we obviously sign a contract with the deliverables and the price. And some brands like to do a briefing call, which is just like a Zoom call where they go over the campaign and like what they're looking for, certain keywords to say, things to avoid, stuff like that. Then after that, you submit a concept of what your video is going to be for the brand and they approve it. Usually the concept is something like, where are you going to film? What's the video going to be about? What are you going to say in the video? Sometimes you have to provide a script of like exactly what you're going to say because they have like legal things where they can and can't say certain things. And then you send your concept over to the brand and they either approve it or they come back with things they want you to change. Then once your concept gets approved, you can start filming. Usually they have like a due date. It's kind of like a school assignment. You film it, edit it, write the caption for it. Lots of brands need like an on-screen overlay saying like ad or something partner for the FTC disclosures. And some brands have specific hashtags they want you to use, just stuff like that. Send all that over to the brand and it usually takes them a couple days to review it. And it either gets approved or they send back their edits of things they want you to change. I would say like 9 out of 10 times a brand has edits or they'll like change something they want you to say after you've already filmed it. So you have to go back and like refilm parts of it, then re-edit or like change something in the caption sometimes, send it back over to get approved again. And then once the brand approves it, they schedule a date for it to go live. On that date, you get it live. Sometimes there's like a link in bio to add for 24 hours. Every ad has different deliverables. Sometimes it's just a TikTok. Sometimes it's a TikTok reposted to Instagram. Sometimes an Instagram story set. Sometimes a like to know it post. There are so many different deliverables. Then based on what the brand wants, obviously there's a difference in price. One TikTok is going to cost less than one TikTok reposted to Instagram Reels with an Instagram story set with a like to know it post. Depending on the deliverables, everything is a different cost. Once I put that primer on, my eyelashes look crazy. But also some brands have exclusivities. So they'll like pay you extra to be like, you can't post anything from this brand for like a week after this post goes live. Sometimes it's like a few days before, a few days after, or it's like you can't post any other content, even organic content, a few hours before or a few hours after. Again, like every single one of them is different. And then some brands also pay for boosting. So after the post is live, you send them the ad code for it and then they can pay to promote it. So it will like go on more people's feed. And they also pay extra to do that. So then after everything has gone live, and usually a couple days later, or if it's an Instagram story, the 24 hours later until the story's gone, brands want analytics to see how well the ad performed. Screenshot all of the analytics, how many people saw it, how many people clicked the link, the age demographic of who saw it, all of that kind of stuff. Screenshot all of that and send it all over to the brand. Obviously, if the ad performed well with your audience, they're more likely to want to work together again. But usually from the time I first hear about a brand deal versus the time it goes live, it's usually a couple weeks to like a month or even longer, depending on how long the brand takes to get back to you with approvals. Anyways, that's a little behind the scenes on a brand deal. If you have any other questions, you can comment them, and I have all of my makeup products linked in my shop line.